Hello, you guys. Welcome to the corner where we talk about anime, manga, and everything in between. Today's episode is actually going to be about Fairy Tail. What's going on with Fairy Tail? What's happening? I'm doing review chapter by chapter, and it's not something I want to be doing, but there's so much going on in these chapters that it's hard not to do a chapter by chapter review at this moment in time. They're in a war. Things are happening? Spoiler alerts, just so you know. This chapter is packed with so much information, like you wouldn't believe. You hit a point where Gramps is about to use no, not really that. The person that we think is Urza's mom, the Scarlet Enchantress, just upgraded the soldiers into rabid beasts, increasing the magical power by 10-20 fold, making them a lot harder to beat. The fairy's having a hard time fighting these guys back. Gramps comes in. He puts himself in fairy magic position. Everybody's like, yeah, fairy magic, we can take out these enemies just fine. Marvis come in and tell him, no, don't do it. I have a plan, and we can save everyone and get this stuff situated. You don't need to kill yourself. And everybody's like, wait, kill yourself? What do you mean? Well, apparently, the fairy law actually affects your life when it comes down to it. It shortens it. It takes a piece of your life and does what it needs to do. So, and the massive amount of enemies that are around them, fairy law would kill Gramps, is what really would happen. So Marvis is trying to plead for him not to do it, but Gramps is not taking it. He's like, I can't watch my children be taken hurt like this. I can't stand it anymore. I understand that you have a plan that can edge the battle into our advantage, but these aren't pawns. These are my children. I don't want these guys to be suffering anymore. I don't want them to be battling these guys. If they're going to battle, pretty much saying if they're going to battle somebody, it's going to be at the guild. They're going to take back the guild, stuff like and situation like that. So, not hearing it from Marvis, he releases Fairy Law. This expunging the rest of his magical energy out of his body, and the first death in the series that's really means something in the end. Maybe it's, I don't want to say hopefully he stays dead, because I don't hope he stays dead. I really hope he's not dead type of situation. But at the same point in time, it's exactly what I like about some animes and mangas. Death of main side characters causing a situation that changes the character's perspective on life, changes what they do in the end. So, what do you see when he releases Fairy Law and his magical energy is drained and everybody can sense it? You see Great and Natsu looking back. Natsu looking back, not continuously fighting. Natsu also looking back. Is that according to him having full control over the end state that he's at? Like I predicted before, he has full control over what's going on. He's just enraged because of what Lucy did. On top of that, you see Lucy and Julian's look back as well. You see the rest of the guildmates look over towards Gramps. You see Marvis looking at Gramps too. Then you see the Scarlet Enchantress look a little bit frightened on what just happened. As the scene pans out, the armies has now dissipated. There aren't soldiers around at this point in time. This giving them a clear shot to what they need where they need to go. But how is this going to affect them later on? It shows the old man sitting there. I'm going to guess he's probably going to have some last lines or something, but probably not. It looks like he's in that position and he's not going to move from it because he's already dead. Marvis is obviously going to play a big pivotal role in finishing up this arc, and you also have to see that Natsu and Gray will probably hit that point too. And if they can kill off Gramps, maybe they will in turn kill off Natsu and just leave him dead after killing off Zeref, or them not even killing Zeref off just to save Natsu. It's all depicted later on, but this chapter was filled with things that made you see different things in different lights. Natsu and Gray turning back. Natsu, like I said before, Natsu turning to look, whether by instinct, reflex, or anything like that. It's still Natsu having a reaction to what just happened. Meaning he has control over the state, at least it seems. And from what it sounds like, he does, like I said, like I thought he would. And now I digress. Sorry, I'm just going over and over on that little line. But Gramps dead, passing off the guild pretty much to Urza, telling her that the guild is his family, nothing more. Great lines, great last words for a great man of the guild. As they leave it off on his death. I did enjoy this chapter. What do you guys think? What are your guys' thoughts on what's going on? Did you have different? Did you have a different thought when it came down to it? Did when you saw all these pictures flash before you? What are your interpretations of it? Please comment below. Let me know. And on top of that, if you haven't yet, there should be a link that will pop up right below my hand that has you subscribe. Please like my video and share it if you must, just to help me out knowing what you guys like to hear, what I should do next type of situations. Anyways, until the next time, have a great day and a fun one as well.